Shirts, Los Cariocas, the home side, number 1, Tarsis Goncalves, 2, James Holloway, 3, Will Newman, and at backup Polo manager, Antonino Menard, off the 5-goal handicap. He's the key player to watch in this, the man who will be making the biggest difference on the field out of all of those 8 players. And he has the ball as they head down towards the gate corner of the ground. Antonino Menard holds on to this one, so he is able to steer the player out of the way, control the ball now, point himself to goal. He's going to be a little bit stroppy there as he feels he's being impeded as he wants to run into goal. Still has possession. Beautiful work there under pressure from Jason Warren. Jason goes for the hook, but Menard smashes through. Now comes into trouble as there's a big ride-off there from Jack Burner on the grey. Ball falls back to Goncalves. He tries to work this one to the goal. A little bit of a melee there before things open up once again. James Holloway stretches for the hook, but that's cleared by Jason Warren, who sends it out towards the boards. Ponies come to a stop in the corner, and players very much converging on that ball. A bit of a rugby tactic early on, everybody piling in. But if we were playing that sport, we'd certainly call this a scrum. So, battle for possession there as players try and find the ball, but it's hopped over the broken board. Somebody's actually... So ball not back into play. We ended up with a safety 60 there, which I'm getting slightly conflicting messages across the radio. It's going to back into another game. Backhand attempt from James Holloway, knocked forward by Ben Shepherd. Shepherd puts the pressure on, but the near side backhand's good from James Holloway. Picked up by Jason Warren. Warren in the number 4 shirt knocks it forward to Burner. Burner punches it over the top. Here goes Ben Shepherd. Shepherd charging into the goal, leaves it up on the 60. Joe Denny moves it forward past the 30. Still in possession. She can have a shot from there. In comes... that one under the play. He's meant to avoid the hook, but James Holloway putting the pressure on. Holloway and Will Newman both holding up there with Jason Warren. He realises he's drawn the men in and then releases the pass as they've got the overlap and the numbers at the front door. Jack Burner controls nicely. Will Newman putting the pressure on. Through comes Menard. Menard in the middle of the scrum there for that one. Now back to Jack Burner. We're going to be playing a game of rugby this afternoon with this particular tactic. Players called to leave that one. A couple of players off the field changing ponies, and Menard's going to pounce at this point. He's got one of his off, but there's also an Oriflamme off. There goes the pass forward. It's right in front of the goal. We've got Goncalves, now James Holloway, but it goes back to Jason Warren. He turns things around, looks up in the other direction, allows a little bit of space and time for his players to move forward. Now tries to punch it back to Ben Shepherd. Goncalves is there with the backhand. Nice pick up there by Jack Burner, who's on the fresh pony now as he comes through on this dark Bay horse. Big ride off there from Goncalves on Ben Shepherd. He gets the backhand away. Picked up now by Menard. Menard holds the ball well, has a good look forward, drives it over the halfway line, doesn't get the distance that he might want, and Jason Warren's able to ride onto this one. Loads of time to pick up the ball, no one pushing the line behind, turns underneath the pony's neck. He's got Joe Denny moving into position, he's got Jack Burner running up as well. He's going to want to release the pass. James Holloway fights hard to stay in the play there. Very quick turn by Antonino Menard. Now this could be tricky. Can he carry the ball? It's bouncing around. Deals with that one beautifully. Back in defence goes Jason Warren. The two number 4s against each other. Warren, very fast pony from Jason Warren now as he gets well in front of the 5-goaler to clear that one nicely out the boards. Good safety play as he leaves it up on the 30-yard mark on the boards. Next shot comes off well. It goes all the way up to the front door. Joe Denny racing down the field. Hook there from James Holloway. Backhand from Tarsis Goncalves. Unfortunately, the bouncing ball gets the better of him on that one. Now back to Menard. Menard on that halfway line, well in possession, draws Jason Warren in, now thinks about releasing, sends it through the middle of the pack. It's a very nice pass indeed. It's got Goncalves on the end of it. Goncalves right in front of the post. Jack Burner leads forward to try and get a stick to this one, does enough to put him off, but this one will be put away by Will Newman. Flag waves, it's a goal. 4 went in. The umpires do not wait for everybody to get back. The ball goes into play. and we are very much away again. Ball found by Goncalves again. He's under significant pressure from Joe Denny. Denny does enough. Cariocas found their stride. James Holloway's changed pony. He's going to be ready to make a big difference in the final minute or so of this chucker. We just approached the first bell. Don't forget that's a 30-second warning bell that you're going to hear in a second. Ball picked up again by Menard. Menard doesn't have time on his side, does release the pass. The first bell rings, 30 seconds ticking down. Here we go, we've got Will Newman almost able to pick that one up, but a little bit of a bounce there on the 60-yard line. Berner comes in on this one. He turns the ball around, now looks up for some forwards, finds Joe Denny. It's going to be picked up by huge ride-off there as Goncalves and Ben Shepherd, Jason Warren come together on that one. Warren now, over to the near side he goes, connects beautifully with that one, pushes a pony forward. This was the pony that got well and truly past the 5-goaler, but the whistle will go on with their decision. And player. So both going to be looking to rack up some points for the win in their second league game. Jason Warren holds on to this one. James Holloway keeps the pressure on him. There's the release through the middle of the pack. We've got Jack Berner looking to get hold of this one. Under the neck he goes. That's an absolutely superb neck shot by Jack Berner. It's going to come to rest just inside the field of play. It's going to be picked up by Antonino Menard, who's looking rather calm and unmarked as he comes cross-court over to the picnic side of the ground. Still Menard, still in possession, still very much unpressured. Nice pass from him over the top to Will Newman. Newman coming in on the end of this one. He's got to get past Jason Warren. Warren makes a nice organised early ride-off. Newman over onto the near side. Does enough to disrupt the 3-goaler, and the ball can be punched forward for the Cariocas team. Newman back in possession. Now Holloway. Holloway can't connect to the ball. Bounces, but in comes Antonino Menard. And the whistle. A bit of ground away. But that one definitely a case of the hip spot. Knock in from Jason Warren. A little bit of difficulty there, but that pony turns on a 6-foot. She just recovers possession. Holloway comes into the pressure now, pushes the pony forward. Jason Warren dribbling the ball very nicely indeed to hold on to possession. He's certainly feeling the pressure from James Holloway. Players now called to clear. He's drawn in 2 white shirts. He's going to think about releasing. Newman picks that one up. The ball just slides past the stirrup and gives him exactly what he needs to pounce on that one, and that's certainly a tournament-ready player. Berner on the chestnut. Backhand from him. Distance on that as well. Here comes Jason Warren. Opens up that black pony as he heads over halfway. A very nice shot forward. Now we got Ben Shepherd charging into an attacking position. Squeezes past Tarsis Goncalves. Leaves it up. We've got Jason Warren right in front of the post, and he pops that one away. It's goal number. So ball goes back into play. Picked up by Goncalves. You can't quite see that one as the ball just spills loose. Now he collects it up. Goncalves, the number 1 shirt, absolutely flying down the field. Hooked out of it by Joe Denny. Very nice ride off by Will Newman. He launches that one forward. Is it going to remain in play? Goal judge says it's wide. And out to the right. Jason Warren gaining ground. Here comes the challenge from Menard. Menard spends a stick on that play, and now he's going to have a bit of difficulty picking the ball up, but he gets the foul off them as well. Very nice strike of the ball. It was along the ground. So ball goes straight into play, and it's picked up by the looks of it by Jason Warren. Again, it's a similar play every time with him, picking up the ball and then turning sharply under the pony's neck to hold on to possession. Leaves it up to Jack Berner, who tees the ball up, has a look around. He's got forwards waiting up there. Jason Warren asks for the pass, but he sends it through the middle of the pack. Ricochets back off Goncalves' pony. Turn of the ball now by Will Newman, but he's lost that one to Jack Berner. Berner's going to take this one all the way. Newman chasing back hard in defence. Still Jack Berner does well to hold on to this one. Near side flick of the ball, and that gets the flag. Very nice finish indeed. Into play, and Goncalves picks this one up, moves the ball forward. He's absolutely flying down the ground. This is one of his favourite ponies that he's riding in this chucker. Nice little check of the pony there. Holds on to the ball very well indeed. Coming round the corner. It's picked up now by Jason Warren to clear this one. Big drive of the ball. That one's going to land up well over the halfway line. Nice right off by Will Newman, does enough to disrupt Jason Warren. Pass goes through, Burner's got hold of this one. James Holloway does enough to put him off. Now the turn coming from Will Newman. Newman called off this one by Antonina Menard. Menard's going to have a challenge coming from Jack Burner. Holds on to that one well. Burner moves through on the near side there and manages to outbox the 5-goaler very nicely indeed. He's going to have a go from there. Pops it up high towards the goal. It's rolling, it's rolling. Will he keep it in play? Just sneaks over the back line. Umpires call play. Burner off the field changing ponies. Menard gains 80 yards with possession, still unchallenged. Pushes up towards the halfway line. Draws in Jason Warren, now makes the pass up to Will Newman. Newman picks it up well over the halfway line. Huge challenge of a ride-off coming from Ben Shepherd. Still, we've got Will Newman with this one. Backhand from Joe Denny. Who's going to pick this one up? Looks like Will Newman's got the line. No, Jason Warren, who is working his socks off in this match. Big challenge from Menard. Meets the ball there, just comes clattering in and reads the play well. Holds on to the ball, tries to point himself to goal. Could have a go from here. Shoots at goal. Well, is it good? It's rolling, it's rolling. That's why you pay a 5-goaler. Sends it through just in the nick of time before the bell rings. That's going to end chucking out a goal. 3 goals to 4.5. Well, it's a quick half time and we are back on with the second half on Roehampton Cup League game. Menard finds possession for Cariocas. He's got a ride-off being put in there by Ben Shepherd, but turns the ball well around and holds up as a little bit of a obstacle there in the form of Jack Burner waits for him. Very nice bit of riding there as he checks down well, but held on to by Jack Burner. Burner turns the ball. Menard appeals to the umpire. He's not going to get anything off that, and Jack Burner now running in towards the post. Taps once, taps twice, controls well. Has he got this one? He looks confident. It is Burner. Challenges Menard does everything he can to pick that ball up. Now holds on to possession, looks down towards the goal. James Holloway moves into position, as does Tarsis Goncalves. Will Newman holds up a little bit there just to give a bit of support to Menard. There's the pass, it's looking very good. You don't get much better than that. It holds up right in front of the post. Joe Denny looks to pick that one up. The ball's right there. Here comes Menard pushing hard, but it's cleared by Jack Burner, way out towards the boards. Backhand from Goncalves over the top. James Holloway tries to get round the corner and prevent Burner from getting back to that. Jason Warren leaves the ball behind as it's picked up. Antonina Menard just struggling a little bit there with one of the plays. Now we've got Joe Denny on the attack, racing down the field. Nice backing up there by Burner. Joe Denny right in front of the post, knocks the ball forward. Looks like this is going to be another one for her. Second goal of the game for Joe Denny, and it's gone. Goncalves emerges from the line out with possession. Ball now picked up by Jason Warren. Will Newman fights hard to hold on to it. Now Antonina Menard round the outside. Looks to launch that one towards the uprights. That's a hell of a strike of the ball, but it is out to the left. Menard strikes well, comes off a pony's hoof, and it goes wide. That one doesn't go quite as well as he might have wanted, and it's just going to roll towards the back line. Oriflamme sensibly let that one hit in from the back line. The clock is ticking down. The clock's backed up for this chucker, so we'll be running it manually. It's about 2.5 minutes of play left to go. Warren holds up, doesn't like the pressure Holloway's putting on him, now decides to push past. Has he got the legs to get past him? Looks like just about he can control that ball. Holloway comes in for the ride-off, but look at that lovely switch there as Jack Burner waiting up behind comes in to pick the ball up. Very nice pick up there by Menard. Opts for the tail backhand, swings that one. It's got a good bit of spin on it as it arcs its way across the incoming players. Under the net goes Tarsis Goncalves. Big ride-off coming from Will Newman, does enough to put Jason Warren off the ball. Now we've got Joe Denny, top goal scorer for the Oriflamme team. Backhand comes from Will Newman. Nice bit of distance on that. Answered with a backhand of his own from Jack Burner, but that by Menard. Has a look to goal. He's going to try and score from there. Has he found the angle? It just sneaks out to the left-hand side, and Menard, the passing game, he's trying to bring the ball through himself, so he's going for option number 3, which is get within 100 yards and see if you can have a crack at it. Great work there by James Holloway. He does a lot to put Jason Warren off the ball. Somehow Warren manages to come back into possession. He's got Will Newman now parked up in front of him, and the write-offs are coming from all angles, but he absolutely loves it as he picks up the ball and heads forward down the field. This is Jason Warren now. Through all the trouble that he's had to put up with those two, he's now got a free swing at that one. Through it goes for Joe Denny. Denny now looking for goal number 3 in the third chucker. Bouncing ball gets a better offer. Ben Shepherd comes through, strikes that one well and sends it forward, but it's running towards that back line. The goal judge indicates it has gone wide. Menard holds on, gaining ground. First bell rings, 30 seconds ticking down in this chucker. There's a nice pass up for Will Newman, who's out on the far side of the pack. Newman drives the ball forward. Tarsis Goncalves, can he rescue this one? Big bounce of the ball, really gets the better of him there. That's unfortunate. He was well clear and running down the field. Nice backhand there by the Oriflamme team. Another one zigzagging through the pack. That's absolutely brilliant. Jason Warren doesn't quite connect with that one. The clock is ticking down. Big cut shot from James Holloway, trying to gain some ground, but it's going to be picked up by Warren, who winds up for the tail backhand. Doesn't quite connect in time as the bell beats him to that. So the ball back in play there, and it's Ben Shepherd who comes out with this one. Now back to Anthony Menard, and that Tony was feeling pretty confident on, judging by that stop, turn, control the ball, now nudges it forward. He's going to be called to use it. He decides to deliver. That's a beautiful pass straight over the top. They didn't get a lot better than that. It's right in front of the goal. Goncalves tries to get there. Can he get round the challenge? And Jason Warren, flick of a backhand from him. Will Newman knows he doesn't have a play on that one and decides to come away and allow a bit of space. Again, Warren drawing 2 men in before releasing, and that's what's giving big advantage to the Oriflamme team. Joe Denny on the ball, heading up to halfway. Knocks a little bit high. Backhand coming from Will Newman. Does enough to interrupt that one. It's got a little bit of an angle on it, but it's picked up by Jack Byrne, who sends it over the top. Onto the near side goes Tarsis Goncalves. Knocks the ball back. Picked up by Antonina Menard. Now again being found by Jason Warren. Warren with the shot over the top. Goncalves needs to make this backhand count. It's absolutely essential. Swings hard at it, but it's been found by Jack Burner, and Menard in on the ball. Turns it around. In the corner of the field. Plenty of options waiting up for the pass. Decides to gain a bit of ground. Jack Bernard's going to hold on to him. Now he uses that pony to get past, and that one can run. Look at it accelerate absolutely beautifully up towards the halfway line. We've got a horse race between these two, and it's just being won by Antonina Menard. Menard with the pass forward all the way down the ground. Racing back in defence goes Jason Warren under some significant pressure from James Holloway. Gets round the corner with him, matching up nicely. Menard right in on the play now. Jason Warren has to opt for a big angle on that one out to the boards as everybody waiting up in front. Tries to find Jack Burner. Menard looks to try and hook the stick but can't quite reach. Now sends a player in to get Jack Burner. Burner with the shot over the top past Ben Shepherd. Back in defence goes Goncalves. He's going to take this one forward by the looks of the wind up of that swing. Picked up by Ben Shepherd. Now Will Newman. Clearance shot from him. Good bit of shouting there as Ben Shepherd manoeuvres himself into position and calls for the pass. It comes through the middle, but it's not quite going to be long enough for Ben. It's going to be picked up by Will Newman. Backhand from him. Everybody called to leave it there as Antonina Menard decides to do this one himself. Sends the pass over the top. Will Newman's going to try and get past Jack Burner. Has he got the legs on that pony? Nice strike of the ball over halfway. Looks like the pony can run. Has he got enough to get past the man? Exaggerates the swing there to try and tempt an umpire in to give him a whistle. Here comes Menard. Menard's not happy with that, but he's still got the ball. Can he get it back round the corner? Jason Warren, absolutely superb bit of riding there to stay with the 5-goaler, but he's still got possession. Winds around in different angles, hoping to get a little bit of a foul there. The backhand comes and it's good. Backhand coming from Will Newman. Back to Menard. Menard now. A little bit less pressure as 2 of the Oriflamme players are dealing with some tack, and that is a big missed opportunity there by the 5-goaler as it's turned around now by Oriflamme, and back in the other direction they go. Will Newman chasing back hard, uses the pony's speed to catch up. Bouncing ball gets the better of everybody. James Holloway, look at the fight in that ride-off as he pushes hard against Ben Shepherd. Jason Warren, who's controlled this game ever so well, doesn't quite put enough on it. Menard's going to try and get a stick to this one. Jack Burnham needs to pick up on the near side to avoid giving anything away. He goes towards goal. Very nice shot. Look at that finish there. That's a player who's feeling confident. A good bit of distance. They're going to try and run the clock down. They've got a good, solid advantage over the other team. But Antonina Menard, that's the man they didn't want to find possession. And he gets hold of that one very easily indeed. Menard holds up. Bouncing ball just really frustrates him on that play. Newman, call to leave. Challenge comes from Burner, who just gets the better of him on that grey pony now. Moves forward to goal, inside the 60. Taps once, inside the 40, past the 30. Menard like a missile coming back for him. Can he get there in time? Saves it off the line. What a superb play. But he's put it wide. So safety 60 taken well by Jason Warren. He's hit that one. Given that it's a league of 3, goal difference may well count. So I think we're going to see the Cariocas team carry on fighting right to the bitter end. Nice pass from Menard up to Will Newman. Newman's got options, thinks about the big strike of the ball, decides to hold on to it. He's allowing Menard some time to come and help him out. Deals with the bounce beautifully there. That was a tricky ball to hit, but he hits it exactly where it needed to go. Picked up now by Tarsis Goncalves. In comes Jason Warren. Great hook there by James Holloway, who's back on one of his own ponies for the final couple of minutes of play. Calls him to leave as he's got the challenge coming from Jack Burner, but that's an absolutely beautiful shot forward. It's going all the way. He's middled that one, and that's what the home side needed. One more goal. As the ball goes back into play, who's going to pick this one up? Looks like we've got James Holloway. No, it's going to be Jack Burner. Burner punches that one out of the line-out. Tarsis Goncalves does very well on the ride-off there. Picked up now by Joe Denny. She touches this one and sends it a little further in towards the corner. Goncalves onto the near side once again. Can he get that ball back to his 5-goaler? Backhand. Read beautifully there by Jack Burner.